All right, everybody. Today is your hack, and I'm sorry I can't be here. I'm on a plane to Chicago and meeting with a great mastermind group with Strategic Coach, Dan's crew, and I've created a couple new tools for the Lifetime Extender program, and this is what we're going to be talking about today. So this video will be short, and then you guys can have some time to work on this all on your own. But this is a concept that we talked about last week about finding your unique fitness. And so the unique things you do physically. And so I had Kate draw a circle of kind of like the irritating things, and then we got closer into the things that are tolerable, and then the things that you love. And so what we did is we put together a form for you to really start doing some thinking about your overall health, because what I found is in your life and in your health is if you can find the things that you love to do and spend more time doing those things, then you'll never get bored. You'll never run out of energy, and you'll never run out of purpose and lifespan. And so this is a tool we've called the Lifetime Fitness Focus. And so this is a tool that will help you shift your thinking about what your body can or cannot do. And it's based on this cool thing. We have a tool in Go Wellness. It's called the time travel experience. And so we're going to take a little trip back to your past. And so I want you to just sit down, relax your body, and let's do some deep thinking. So first of all, if you think about, in the past, recent past, last few days, what physical capabilities do you feel increase your enjoyment? So what are the things that you can do physically that you feel really just like if you do this more, you feel happier as a human? And so think about those things that you've done in the past and go even back as far as when you're a kid and write those things down. Maybe you were the star of your soccer team or your football team, or maybe you had this exceptional capability of mountain biking or whatever it might be. But think of those things in the past. And then the other thing I want you to do is think about how your health expression was from a body composition and an energy level. So did you have good muscular arms, muscular legs? Could you see definition in your abs? I know that, that may or may not be important for some of you, but I want you to go back in time and think about when your body was the healthiest. What did it look like? Obviously you're going to have more muscle than fat. You feel very light on your feet. You have great energy. These are all really important things for that health expression. So write those down in the past. Now go to the present, and what are the physical capabilities you've got right now that you really, really appreciate and enjoy? That might be something as profound as walking. Walking is actually a really powerful activity. It might be being able to get out of a chair. It might be something, I know some of you are, crazy runners or swimmers, and many of you compete. At least one of you are in gun competition. So you that physical grip is really important for you. And so shooting, but these are really important. So now think about your body composition. So just do a scan, and what do you really appreciate most? How are you expressing health from a body composition level and from an energetic perspective? So what's your energy like? And so this could be like, well, man, I'm looking great. I'm looking better. I've lost 15 pounds. I have better energy. But put those things down. And then now what we're going to do is time travel a little bit to the future. And so the future is where, this is going to be pretty fun, because what do you want your body to look like, from a physical capability? What do you want to be able to do, in the next decade? If you said 10 years into the future, I still want to be able to mountain bike. I still want to be able to walk, to run, to lift things up, to play with my grandkids, whatever it may be. And then what do you want your body composition to be like? And this is where you can get really specific and say, well, I want, in mine, I always have a goal to stay in the teens. So I want to be, 16 to 17% body fats, kind of maximum. And then I want to have great physique and great structure and excellent levels of energy, where I have energy throughout the entire day. I'm excited about life because of these physical capabilities. And then, now that you've done that, hopefully that gives you a little sense of a vision for what your future can look like. And once again, this is building on last week's conversation, but now we're going to get real granular. And so if you've not taken your Fitness 50 at age 100 benchmark, just take it right now. And if you're watching this as a recording, well, just push pause and go do these exercises. It doesn't take long. Literally, you can do the entire test in less than 30 minutes. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of time, but it gives you benchmarks, and then it gives you something to work towards. And anytime we have some kind of testing and measurement that shows we're making progress, then we keep doing that activity. And so what we're doing now is we're going to jump into these activities that you appreciate most, so that you can go from the top and you can pull some of these insights, your physical capabilities, and now you can start to name what types of activity this is, so you know what you can do more of. And then also it gives you an opportunity to say, well, I've never really worked on my mobility, and this exercise will help you identify the things you want to work on. Don't get overwhelmed by this, just do one thing at a time, but this all feeds into that Fitness 50 at age 100. And so the first type is endurance. So true or false, you feel great performing longer distances of exercise. All right, so do you feel better if you do longer distances? Number two, on frequency, you enjoy longer distance activities. And this would be always, sometimes, or never. And then activities with longer distances are mostly hard, irritating, or transforming. So based on how you identified that, if you said, man, I was true, I feel great, I always enjoyed longer activities, and these longer activities are transforming, then you'll say, and I find these activities, the number one activity would be in running, for example. For me, I went for a great run this morning. It was amazing. Okay, so the next one is strength. So true or false, you feel more alive lifting objects. And that can be heavy or light. You don't need to be a power lifter to really feel good about lifting something. Your body craves lifting something always, sometimes, or never. So are you somebody who needs to lift weights every day? Every day I like to do push-ups, pull-ups, some type of resistance on my muscles. I just feel great doing that. Lifting objects gives you doubt, pain, or confidence. So one of the beautiful things about gaining strength is you also gain confidence. And so now for your best activity, maybe you like to throw a medicine ball, or maybe you love to throw a shot put, or perhaps you like to golf. This golf requires a lot of strength and flexibility and mobility, balance, coordination, but maybe that's your activity. That's fine. Put that down. Okay, the next one, flexibility and mobility. You feel energized with stretching. Is that true or is that false? And you know what I'm saying. If you don't feel energized by it, you'll know. You need to stretch your body always, sometimes, or never. And then stretching brings you pain, relief, or satisfaction. So write down what you got out of flexibility and mobility. And I know there's so many of you are yogis out there, and so you probably love this one because it gives you a brand new perspective, and you can say, man, I always love that. So your best activity, maybe it's yoga, maybe it's Pilates, maybe it's just stretching, calisthenics, whatever that might be, but grade yourself on that. And then we'll go to the next one, which is balance and coordination. So you enjoy activities that require balance and coordination. And so this would be, I love to dance, or I love to go downhill mountain biking. It's all about balance and coordination. Or I love playing sports, basketball, golf, pickleball. These are all great balance and coordination activities. And some of them obviously could be your endurance as well. So true or false? Number two, you find activities that challenge your balance and coordination, always, sometimes, or never. So you're always looking for those activities, or you're never looking for activities that challenge your balance and coordination. Challenging activities provide you a sense of dread, boredom, or accomplishment. So I always feel a great sense of accomplishment when I can hit the golf ball just perfectly. I'm just picking up that sport. And last night we're hitting it out of the field by my house, and a couple of the balls, it just hit perfect and it feels great. Sense of accomplishment for me. Okay, so let's go to power. You feel most alive with explosive movement. So these are movements where you have to like get up fast and go, move quickly. True or false. And that's like, if you're a soccer player, you're going to sprint after the ball. In tennis, you love just that lateral movement across the court. If you're a swimmer, then you love just that big push off the blocks. And then as you're hitting that lap and you're doing the flip, I'm sure there's a professional name for it, but as you're flipping around and going back the other direction, you just love that sense of power. True or false on that? Second one is you love to jump, sprint, push, pull, squat, hinge. Always, sometimes, or never. So you love doing all those motions that require that power. And that's what one of the cool things about the human body is. Our primal movements, jumping, sprinting, pushing, pulling, squatting down, hinging, and lifting things up. These are all great movements, but do you love to do those? And then the final one, accelerating your body activates resistance. Some of you don't like power movements. You say, man, it hurts, or I don't have the umph, and that's okay. So maybe it's resistance. Or accelerating your body activates enjoyment, where you feel, man, this feels really good to me. And that's probably where I am. Or for some people, some of you, especially you power lifters, and maybe some of you athletes out there, it's going to activate freedom. When you accelerate your body, you just feel this sense of freedom and lightness like you've never experienced in your body. So what did you get out of that? And hopefully you guys have been taking some notes, and just think real quick, what are your 5 best activities? And just start looking at these in each one of the categories. And if you put the same, maybe you put golf in each one of these, because you literally could, then you'd say, okay, well, that's my best activity, and I love that, and I want to do this the next 10 years. So great. And so put that down. But whatever it might be, now let's go to your unique physical abilities. Now, this was in strategic coach, they have this concept called unique ability, but your unique physical abilities are, what do you love doing? And what are those things that you could be doing for a long time and just are absolutely, you're good at it. You feel confidence from it. You feel transformation from it. You feel satisfaction. You feel accomplishment. You feel freedom and enjoyment from it. And you're going to write these things down. And this is essentially a gratitude practice for everything that your physical body can do and everything that you do, because you're not separate from your body. But we are in a sense, but we're not. And so integrating your gratitude with your physical abilities is one of the most important things that you can do on a regular basis every day. Just appreciate all the things your body can do. And just like a good investment, things that appreciate, they grow in value. And I can tell you, if you can appreciate your body and appreciate all the things it can do, and if you really find those small things, it's kind of like, when you have somebody that you just really love something about them, like someone's just super like sharp, or you love the way that they're witty about everything, or you love the way they think about certain concepts. Well, when you draw those out of the person and you let that person know what you appreciate about them, then that thing grows in value and it appreciates. And it's just like your lifetime fitness focus. The more you can focus on these things that increase your enjoyment, the activities you appreciate the most, you're going to see an abundance in your physical health and capabilities. So hopefully this helps give you some clarity. Really appreciate and love each one of you, and really happy about all the progress you're making. Keep it up. It's been so fun to see the progress in the Accelerate Wellness community. So get your Fitness 50, get that done. Get really clear on what your body needs, because this is how you're going to create some restoration. And so let me know if you have questions, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And we will talk next week. We'll be back at the same time. Bye-bye.